Big son CJ. What's going on with him? You heard about these allegations that they're accusing him of?
Oh my God. I'm looking at this whole thing, right? And this is going to get bigger and uglier than what it's supposed to be. You understand? God bless the dead Miss Wallace. I hope I have my information correct. I think that CJ on the death of Miss Wallace is supposed to run the Christopher Wallace estate. Miss Wallace has her own estate, and there's a Christopher Wallace estate. I think CJ is supposed to run that upon Miss Wallace, upon the death of Miss Wallace. So now, prior to Miss Wallace dying, they were selling Big's catalogs, his likeness, all this stuff to this big company for $150 million. The same persons that your boy Diddy put into place with Miss Wallace was still running the Biggs Foundation. Miss Wallace had no knowledge of the music business and stuff like that. Wayne Barrow and what's this guy named Mark Pitts was running it up until about 3 years ago. And I heard allegedly, and I mean this is something that I heard, that Mark Pitts may have thought that Wayne Barrows was doing some things that was underhanded in the Biggs estate. With the Big estate. Because if you really look at it, if you go look at every movie and every film thing damn near that Miss Wallace has been executive producer because she was running the Christopher Wallace estate and her estate, and she was the executive producer. Guess whose name is under her name as either co-executive producer or also executive producer? Wayne Barrows. Wayne Barrows was a worker. He wasn't Lil CJ. He wasn't Tatiana. Why is he executive producer anything that got to do with Biggie Smalls? Christopher Wallace. But he made the people, if y'all want this project, if y'all want to do this project, I'm putting my name on this for this paycheck too, like that. So now, Christopher Latrell Wallace estate gets sold for $150 million. $150 million. Who was married to him the time he lost his life? Faith Evans. Who they write the check out to? Faith Evans. They wrote the check out to Faith Evans for $150 million. I used to think Faith was beautiful back in the day. She looked real good. No, just with you, bro. You understand? So they write a check out for $150 million. She gives CJ some paper. She gives Big Daughter some paper. However you want to look at it, that was her jackpot. That was her mega million. That was her Powerball. Check this out. This is how dirty they are in the industry. Wayne Barrows, who don't have any legitimacy to that money, because he wasn't Big's brother. He wasn't Big's son. He wasn't Big's father, no kin to him. He just worked the estate. Is suing Faith because he said that money is owed by, that money has, some of that money is due to the Christopher Wallace and I guess the Miss Wallace estate. Miss Wallace ain't here no more. But he had her sign over the rights to him. Well, he runs the estate and he's this, that, and the third. But it was an agreement made that it goes to CJ. What would stop CJ from getting the estate? Come on, people, catch up with me. It's a clause that's in a lot of contracts. Has to do with character. It's a morality clause. You ain't heard shit about CJ and none of this dumb shit. But all of a sudden now you hear something that he did this with Diddy and brought somebody there with Diddy and stuff like that, and it mess up the morality for him to run this contract and run this agency. This how they do, bro. For that dollar, they'll go after anybody. For that dollar, they don't want to hear the truth. So a lot of this going at CJ like that, it's the bull crap of the industry for people trying to get that Biggie money for that Wallace Foundation. It just, just don't happen like that, bro. Listen to me. You don't get $150 million, get Ms. Wallace and signed you as the executor, or you are you over the estate and everything like that. And then now the real person who's going to be over the estate now that she's died, because while she was alive, you had what's the word is when you're in charge of something? You have the huh? Thank you, my brother. That's my brother. I got some smart ass brothers, man. They be right there on the side, right there. They gave him power of attorney. They gave Wayne Barrows, Ms. Wallace gave Wayne Barrows power of attorney because she was sick on medication, this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. You understand? So now CJ is about to take over all that Christopher Wallace like that, because that was the agreement that Faith and her have. But now what will stop CJ from taking over that stuff is the morality clause that they have in those contracts. And if he looks some kind of way and he gets in trouble about this, he can't take over the foundation because it won't look good to the people that's on the board. It's a dirty game out here.